Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in this world. I hope you're feeling good, living better, and striving for greater. It's Juwan. I'm back again, like I never left, with a parallel productives channel. Constant Growth Series 2. Yeah, I don't even know where to start, man. I'm not even going on a script with this one. I been going through a lot, and I think that I should get it off my chest. I feel like, I always say this, is if I'm feeling something, if I'm going through something, I know there's someone else in this world, is going through it too. Um, we're human. I guess I'll start with the concept of today. It's tone, energy, and habits. Or tone, habits, and energy, however you want to put it. But you start with tone. It's always tone first. I say it because, again, like I said, I'm a dad, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. As I, as we try our best not to parent how our parents parented us, uh, you can't escape that. I'm not knocking my dad's parenting. He was more of an old school father. A little stern for our a little. Hmm, he wasn't necessarily emotional, but he never was emotional, if that makes sense. And what I try to do with my kids, two boys, is make sure that we are always emotionally aware. Like I said, tone, energy, and habits, and they're watching everything that we do as parents. Your kids are watching everything up until they're not watching you anymore, and they're learning from other people. So you have to make sure you instill certain attributes and standards and morals and principles in your kids as much as you can before they start to go out in this world and learn from other people, get different influences. But I said, because this morning, my youngest, we got into like a little scruffle. I try my best not to crash out on my kids, but again, I'm learning, and kids are different. Each child is not going to be the same. So, every morning, we start off with prayer, and then we also start with our morning mantra. Our mantra in general is, you are loved, or I am loved, I am blessed, I am cared for. I am loved, I am blessed, I am cared for. Until when they both get older, we're able to elaborate on each of those, and also break down to an actual concept of, mantra. Uh, that being said, the oldest one is saying it with me. I am loved. I am blessed. I am cared for. The little one was like, oh, I'm not saying it. Just not going to say it. He's not saying it because he can't talk like that, but his face expression, fat cheeks too. It's so funny. And I'm like, bro, I had to catch myself going back to emotional competence, being emotionally aware of me. Also, not necessarily not having the patience, but me being impatient with him because we're trying to. That's a dope car. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let's get sidetracked because it seems like the dopest hobbies I've ever seen. As a parent, family guy now, I'm always into the SUVs. But hopping back on track. I had to catch myself, watch my tone, and also my energy. And later on, he began to say it like, "Yeah, I am less. I am love. I'm cared for." And but how we react to certain things is how our kids will start to react to those things. So you have to catch yourself and watch yourself. But going into it, tone, energy, habits are tone, habits, and energy. I learned that from some guy recently on the internet, and it stuck with me because he's a dad too, and the dad of like 3 or 4 or something like that. And I was like, whoa. But again, as a parent, we have to catch ourselves and move specific ways to make sure that we are not crashing out on our kids when it's not necessarily deserved to crash out. I can see, and then that's a whole different video about the lies and stuff. But going forward, last week or two, maybe a week and a half now, got into a incident where, I was asleep in my driver's seat at a stoplight. I'm not condoning that behavior. I'm gonna tell you the story. So I'm in school full-time dad. Whether if you're co-parenting, parenting never stops. I don't care what they say. I don't care what people talking about. If you're not living this experience or you're not a parent, you have no need or no obstruction or evidence to comment or rectify that statement. You know what I'm saying? Parenting is a full-time thing. But also, I just started a business, and point being, that day specifically, full-time, I think I had 12 assignments due before, I think that Sunday. I think they extended one of the assignments on a Monday. But either way it go, I'm working full-time, you know? So, I'm at my job. I'm working in the industry. I'm also trying to complete the UX or the UI and the payment platform subscription for the web application itself as well. I'm vibe coding. I'm not really coding. I'm vibe coding, but still coming up with all this in my head. Boom, 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 bang. Trying to get the idea out on platform. Did all this on one night. 2 finals, which I'm upset because I found out yesterday I got a D on one of the finals I spent 2.5 hours on. Final exam, let me emphasize. One exam I got a D. I spent 2.5. That's the one I spent the most time on. 2.5 hours. They gave you 4 hours to do it. I spent 2.5 hours. I should have just spent the 4 hours, but again, I think I was working while I was taking it. Which I thought I've learned a lot of information I was capable of doing. You know, let it go. It is what it is. Let go, let God. Was doing a little bit of the work on the web application at work, but thank God for work. Went somewhere where I can still work on the web application, like between, I think it was like, I was up until like, I was up all night. I put an all-nighter up until I was asleep in my car at the stoplight. We didn't get there yet. And, you know, like I said, I've been busting my butt. That night, specifically, I was so excited about the web application, boom, boom, boom. Published it, got to publish it. Ran into a bug that I needed to fix that, figure out what the bug was. Boom, bam, bam. Around 6, I think I was working on it for until 5 in the morning, 5:45. Went to my favorite place after work or after a long night of just working hard. San Francisco called Minecraft. It's always open. I think it's open 24 hours or something like that. Certain specific days, but 24. You can get food throughout the whole night if you need to go. And then I knew I was in there for a long time because I think I was working while I was there too. I spent like $50, $60 or something like that. I'm not gonna talk about that. I was by myself too, which is crazy. I'm not gonna talk about that. But that's another receipt, if I should say. Then, so I'm pulling. At this time, it's like 6:35 in the morning. Pulling all nighter. I've been busting my butt. I've been working, been grinding. I'm excited. I just finished my 2 exams. My kids are happy. They fed. They boom, bam, bam, whatever. And I published my web application. So I'm driving up on through Chinatown, Grand Street, and it's like 5 cars in front of me. Maybe I'm emphasizing, but maybe let's say 4. I'm gonna say 3. I want to say 3. I think it was 4. Because I was including the construction. They were doing construction at the stoplight. So I'm thinking it's a red light, but then I look up and I'm like, bro, no, it's construction, dude. Like, tell me it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Give us a second. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I think after 15 minutes, bro, I was in the vibe because I was nerding out on the application. After 15 minutes, I put my car in park, took my flip-flops off. I promise you I did. And I went to sleep. I took a little nap, a little power nap, thinking whoever's behind me is going to honk their horn. Boom, bada bam, bang, bada boom. When I tell you that I woke up to straight, just unnecessary behavior, had an ambulance in front, and I sleep ugly, guys. I probably look like I was on drugs. Who knows? I sleep ugly. I don't know. I have a sinus problem. I forget what it's called. But good thing I was sleeping upright, right? But my mouth definitely probably was open. Not gonna hold you. Either way it go, I don't remember any of that because I was just thrown off a guard of how I was approached on the situation. Everyone lands in front of me. I got a cop right here on my right. Multiple people, whatever it is. No one thought that. And then the crazy thing is, my car was in park. They tried to say I was in motion. They tried to say I was driving under the influence. They detained me, put me in handcuffs. And I have a lot of lawyer friends. What's so crazy is like all my lawyer friends were like, they never right to tow my car. Whether I got past misdemeanors or whatever it is, I'm not on parole. I'm not on probation. I'm not like, whatever it is, right? And I'm sharing a lot of information, but it's like, I felt dehumanized that day. I felt like I wasn't even being heard. Do you know how traumatizing it is to have 5 different cops surrounding you, bro? As a black man, bro? And I'm like, I broke down, like, when they had me in the I broke down, because I was like, I just been busting my behind. I've been working, I've been grinding, trying to get out of my position, out of my situation, better myself, better my kids' health, or lives, etc. And I broke down. That's the first time I had cried in a long time. I didn't care about them. I'm emotionally competent enough to know that I needed to let it out. Like I did. I broke down, but I took that, and I still said it. I still was saying it. Still, even in that time and period when they were trying to break me down, obviously you might think that these peace officers, I'm gonna call them peace officers, bro. But at that time, they were acting like police officers. They were acting like I was a criminal, treating me very, very poorly. And I do not accept that. I will not accept that. I grew up with a lot of people in service, on the force, and these are some of my favorite people, bro. And you realize, when you think about that and realize that they're human just like you, bro. And for me to be treated the way I was treated, I felt it was bad, man. They didn't have a right to do a lot of things they did. And then try to say that this, and that. And I'm like, I'm not even on probation right now, bro. I'm not even on this, and like, you have no right. You didn't have a right to do any of the things you did. You thought you did. And if I have to defend because I can't afford a $5,000 lawyer. A good lawyer is $5,000. Lawyer is gonna be $3,000. I can't afford any of that. And I'm on a big tangent right now, but I'm telling you, the emphasis of what I'm saying is tone, energy, and habits. When they pulled me out of my car, told me my car is put my car in park, my car's already in park. The car was already in park. My foot's off the gas. I know how I sleep, so if it was a good sleep, I'm ugly. Seriously. Probably looking crazy. It doesn't give you right to assume whatever. To sit me down, have a conversation with me like any other. I think, and I truly believe, getting tone, energy, habits. I believe if it was anybody else, Asian person, white woman in general, anybody but a black man, bro, they would have treated completely different. And if they were Latin, I think it would have been even worse. But like, I'm just like, because that's where we at right now. But I'm just like, the way they treated me was just so unnecessary. It lightweight made me like feel some type of way about it. And I've been in San Francisco. I've been in the Bay for a long time, y'all. A very long time. It made me feel somewhat kind of way about San Francisco as itself, because that's not the San Francisco I know. That's not the San Francisco. In some neighborhoods, when I'm down in SF, are in different neighborhoods, and SF, the police officers are dope. They're cool. You can actually play basketball with them. Like it's chill, bro. Like, tone, energy, habits. I don't know what was going through any of those people's their mindset that day, but for you to feel that it's okay for 4 different officers to be asking me questions all at once and expect me to be able to regulate and and feel comfortable in my skin to even do that. Even if I just woke up, I'm drowsy, whatever. You're not human. You're not even thinking like a human. You're thinking like a robot. You're moving like a robot. Like you're out to get something from me, and I don't have anything. That's the one thing I said. I said I don't have. I'm like, check the back seats. You got 2 car seats back here, bro. 2. My car's in park. Make it make sense. You could have easily given me a ticket, easily parked my car instead of towing it. I ain't gonna get to how much my car costs to get out of the tow now. Over $1,400. That I don't have. I don't have that. For a tow, no. Get my car at the pound, no. That was money I was gonna use to market my business. I knew it. That's what I was thinking about this entire time. Market my business. Marketing. That's what I need. I need exposure. I need users. I need people to see the brand, the movement. Boom, boom, boom. To be able to set a book over here, book right here. I don't even book over here because they can't book. They can't actually book through my app. They have access to other things through my app. For now, until I start building partnerships with other booking companies or agents or whatever it is. Again, growing. But tone, energy, habits. I feel like they were trying to break me. And then I'm going to say this. You can't break something or break someone who's already been to the lowest of the low. And it could have been worse. But I'm already living in the worst of the worst that I've ever been in. And I've been through some shit. I've come a long way from Cincinnati, Ohio. And even then in Cincinnati, Ohio, everything wasn't peaches and cream. You feel what I'm saying? So don't let nobody try to break you. And don't quit. Like, it's time, and it was moments in that time, like, I felt like giving up on the app, giving up on school, fuck all this. Like, I tried so hard. And I've been busting my butt for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, however long it's been. Still, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Where's the light? Where's the light? But you don't quit in that process, bro. Don't quit within that the process that you're in. Keep going. Still you rise. Like I kept telling myself, still I rise, bro. Still I will rise. No matter the outcome of when I go to court, boom, boom, I will still rise. Because I'm destined. It's the higher power is picking me through these lessons because it's something that's within me that's bigger than me that I need to produce. I need to get out there. I need to let the world know. You feel what I'm saying? Testicular fortitude. I can't believe that's the system as SF County is like that. They never once asked me, where was I coming from? Where was I going? And that's not even the point. Why are you stopped? My car is in park. They try to act like that it wasn't construction here, bro. They try to act like, because I know if this is your area that you patrol, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I was fully in the right. I take accountability for the position I was in, but there's other ways and avenues that should have been taken than assuming that I'm this criminal. It's because of the color of my skin or how I look. And I don't even look crazy. I was probably dressed in boots, some khakis or something. Come on, bro. But again, tone, energy, and habits. Be graceful. They show me no grace. Be graceful in your tone. Be positive in that energy and keep it, because it's so addictive. Positive energy is so addictive. People get mad and think you're on drugs and shit. Like, nah, this is naturally me. And when it's coming natural, everybody I need to boom, bam, bam. Stay firm with your habits, healthy habits. Because again, kids, parents, prayers, whatever it is, you never know who's grasping this information, who's grasping these habits, who's grasping that tone, who's feeding off that energy and learning and growing on it or with it. And don't let up on your dream, Pete. I was like, I broke down, yo. I broke down, but I needed to. I've been running, not really like a chicken in a teacup, but I've been moving so on go for so long, in survival mode. Everything's not peaches and cream. It's not. I'm in survival mode because why? I'm trying to do and create something that's bigger than me. I'm trying to finally accomplish the school shit. I'm trying to be the best father and son that I can be. I already asked out. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not going to be a better partner for the future person that I'm with, but still, I already messed it up and had to learn the hard way from that. And I've learned from that. I've worked on those habits. I've worked on those communication barriers that I had. I've done all those things, but I've been running on go for so long. Last year I used to work 80 hours a week. This year I started off with like 60 some hours a week. It's been broken down, but still I'm putting in like 50 some hours a week. And for that to happen, like I felt like, bro, God, what are you trying to, like, higher power, what are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to teach me right now? Like, what's the lesson now? Like, cause that happened, and then the way it happened, I'm like, what are you trying to teach me now? But I know. And that's for me to, like, that's an internal thing that I know. You know? But it is what it is. I'm not gonna dwell on that. I'm not gonna dwell on other people's energy for something that could have went something completely different. I'm going to accept what is and change what I can and move by the grace, because I'm truly blessed and highly favored. Again, I can, or I'm cared for, I'm blessed, and I'm loved. And what I'm doing is so much bigger than me, so I will not quit in this process. That being said, always feel good, live better, strive for greater. The Pale Ale Way, Constant Growth Collective.